Hey guys, welcome to Primal Chef, a cooking show where I'm going to show you how to make healthier versions of your favorite restaurant dishes. Now, today we're going to go straight to a Chinese dish that was always one of my favorites, and that is Dan Dan Noodles. But a recipe that's usually full of gluten, sugar, and bad oils is now going to be full with things that will make you feeling great as your day goes on. First off, we're going to make the sauce. Now, Dan Dan Noodles are known for kind of two things: a thick, creamy peanut or other nut sauce base, as well as chili oil, which makes it really spicy. So the ingredients that you're gonna need are about a half a cup of peanut butter. Then we're gonna add some toasted sesame oil, and that's gonna help thin out the sauce and give it a really nice smoky flavor. So you're gonna whisk that together just so you can get it moving so it's less clumpy. Okay, so once the sesame oil is in and it's looking nice and smooth, so we're gonna wanna put in a couple tablespoons of soy sauce, or you can use coconut aminos. It kind of depends on how your diet is. I'm totally happy with gluten-free organic soy sauce, but if you wanna avoid soy, you can just use coconut aminos. We're also gonna throw in a tablespoon of Chinese black vinegar. Okay, and then the most important ingredient that we're gonna have to throw in, this is the thing that gives it the kick, the spice, is chili oil. Now, I made a homemade version of it a few days ago. In the restaurants, and they have chili oil, it's usually made with soybean oil or canola oil or just other stuff that you don't really want to use. But you can make it at home with avocado oil, and it actually works really well. So I'm gonna put in my chili oil. And look at that. Beautiful. Give it a little taste. Yes, that is ready to go. So now we just got to go into the next step, and we're going to cook the meat. We have a stainless steel frying pan with avocado oil. Again, works great with the high smoke point. Grab the pork. So you got to make sure the pan is hot. You hear that noise? That's what you want to hear. If you don't hear it, take it out and wait for it to be hot enough. You want to spread out the pork so you get as much surface area as possible. That'll help with the browning and prevent pools of moisture from forming, which will end up just boiling your meat and taking away a lot of the flavor. So while it's cooking, I'm gonna add in my seasoning mixture, which is just right now salt and Chinese 5-spice. We're gonna add in a couple cloves of garlic and ginger. Get that going in there. Okay, now we're gonna move the meat out while it's still continuing to cook, out to the edges here. And we're gonna add in about 1 diced onion. We're also gonna add in a couple crimini mushrooms. So you can see it's starting to brown pretty nicely, pretty much done. At this stage, we're gonna create a little gap again here, a little hole. We're gonna add in a couple of chopped scallions. Mix those in. Since it's starting to brown on the bottom, which is great, that means a lot of that flavor is forming at the bottom of the pan, but we gotta get it back up. So we're gonna deglaze with just a few more tablespoons of gluten-free soy sauce or coconut aminos and black vinegar. And now the pork mixture is done. Before we do the noodles, I want to throw some extra green vegetables in here. So I got some baby bok choy. I'm just gonna blanch it off real quick, throw it right in the water. Cooks very quickly, really only needs about a minute. And then you can just pull it right out and throw it in with your meat mixture. So after about a minute, the bok choy is cooked. We're just gonna bring our other pan over here, grab this, wring it off. Boom, right in. A little water ends up dropping in there, it's not a big deal. We're gonna end up reheating this meat too, and a lot of that water is gonna come off. So the final component of Dan Dan Noodles is, of course, the noodles. And when you go out to the restaurants, these are always made with wheat noodles, full of gluten, full of carbohydrates, not ideal for health. although they are delicious. So when you're making them at home, you have a couple options. If you just want to go gluten-free, you can do rice noodles. That's totally fine. But what's been pretty popular with people who eat keto these days is shirataki noodles, and that's what we're gonna be using today. So it's basically a 0-calorie, 0-carb noodle made out of fiber. When you take it out of the package, they have you rinse it off. It ends up looking like this. Looks just like regular noodles. We're gonna throw it into boiling water, and it's just gonna go in there for about 2 minutes. So after about 2 minutes of it boiling, should look about like this, and we're ready to drain and assemble. And now right into the bowl. All right, then we're gonna add our meat and vegetable mixture. Just doing a light amount right here. You can always add more protein later. And now the sauce. About 4 good tablespoons of that. So you're gonna just keep adding the sauce and mixing until you got this nice coated, darker color. And then we are going to plate. Noodles out. This is a big portion here. Wow, look at that. Let's give it a taste. Okay. Let's see how we did. Very good. You got the spice in there, creaminess from the peanut butter, the ground pork. It's excellent.